Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles. With a knowledgeable sales staff and an amazing service department, you'll drive away satisfied. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. MackeyMotors.com.
I'm joined here tonight by Jaelynn Petersen and Taryn Petersen from the Exira-EHK Spartan volleyball team. They were down at a triangular in IKM-Manning tonight, splitting as they knock off Ar-We-Va in 3, but fall to the Wolves in 3. Jaelynn, you guys haven't had a ton of matches tonight. How did you feel like you came out and played, especially having to sit through that first match?
Coming out to our first game, I felt energy definitely wasn't up, but coming through the first match, we ended up pulling ourselves together and getting our sets and our hitters there. Moving on to the next match, I think it's just really a lot of mental toughness. Moving through the first match, that was definitely a little bit of a low, but coming into our huddles, we definitely have to pick each other up, and coming out to the court, just got to keep picking ourselves up. Setters do what they got to do, hitters do what they got to do.
You dropped that first set to Ar-We-Va tonight and then came back. What was the difference for you, especially in that third set, and how are they trying to defend you at the net?
Our serve receive definitely needed a little bit of work. Our serves definitely needed some work as well. As long as we were hitting our angles and our spots when we were serving, that's the only way we'd get it done.
How did you feel like you swung at the net tonight?
I definitely had more pushes than I did hits, but occasionally that's probably the right thing to do. I felt I did a good job as well as the other girls.
Where was the back row telling you was open?
The one spot, the far right corner.
So how good can this team be right now? You guys came in 4-1, you leave on the night 5-2, so kind of on a better start this year from last year. So how good can this team be?
Considering we're a young group, I definitely think we bring each other up more than other teams. We're definitely smaller, so every girl needs to play their part and contribute just as much as us older girls.
How fun was this second one here? That seemed like there was a lot of intensity in that second match tonight against IKM-Manning.
And adrenaline pumping, that's just all I have words to say. It's a great atmosphere to be around. Love it.
Well, I tell you what, great job. We'll see you. We're going to be broadcasting your match with Coon Thursday night, so appreciate you joining us. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's move on now to Taryn Petersen. And Taryn, how did you feel like things went for you here tonight?
You know, obviously our whole team, had a lot of missed serves, so trying to just get my serves back into the groove because, starting off as the first hitter or first server, it kind of all depends on you, how you started off. So, I missed my first few serves and it didn't go as planned, but, coming into the next game, I thought I did a little better.
What adjustments did you make on your serve? Because you were sailing them along when you were missing.
Well, obviously hitting them a little softer because, the ball obviously had a lot of air in it. So the more you hit, the harder you hit it, the farther it's going to go. So you had to hit it a little softer than I did, and that's what I did.
Has serving been an issue for this team, or was tonight kind of different than the other nights?
Well, last year we were a pretty good serving team, and, coming in as a team that's really young, our serving is going to be a little down than from last year. So I think our serving so far this year, it hasn't been too awful. So, we just have to do a lot more work on practice with it. So, yeah.
How's the conditioning for this team? You pretty much play 6 girls, so on nights like tonight, you played 6 sets. So what's the conditioning like?
We do a lot of drills in practice, that involved obviously the 6 players and our libero. So, we have to go back and forth through everybody, and half the time we're getting a little tired in practice because, having to go so long and so many times, it gets a little tiring.
How do you feel like you girls serve received tonight?
Obviously a little bit we had to figure out how they served the games, and, I think that's exactly what we did, and I think we figured out how to do it, so I think we responded pretty well to them.
You look like you get off the ground well when you hit. So how did the defense adjust to you tonight, and then how did you adjust to what the defense was trying to do to you?
Well, I thought we used our other options tonight, so because obviously hitting a middle, they're going to block middle, so you're going to have different angles going to your left and your right, so we had to use both of our options.
Well, I tell you what, great job tonight. Always appreciate you joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you Thursday night.
Thank you.